Snow White and the Seven Dwarves is a movie made by Disney, a remade imagination coming out in 2025. There is a lot of features to this movie that's happening, a lot of changes that have been made, and all of this is stemming from the backlash coming from the audience because of this timeless classic now being touched. Massive issues with PR and lead actress Rachel Zegler, and we're about to find out.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Well, according to many things, it seems to be Rachel Zegler in her own mind. This poor child seems to have a derangement syndrome where everything about this movie is all about her. From pouting and crying to her fights with Gal Gadot, this movie has presets to be an absolute disaster. With a $300 million budget thus far, this is a problem for Disney. They can't seem to get over the fact that every single movie that they've been making, they're fighting the audience on every single step. Disney's completely lost touch and lost base with what overall means the most to the people watching the movie. Timeless, classic storytelling. Disney needs to get back to the roots of this and understand where Disney first set foot into the film industry.
That Disney legacy owes its very existence to a little princess. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set a standard by which all animated feature films are still judged, and was a major stepping stone on Walt Disney's path to becoming Hollywood's greatest producer of family entertainment. Walt Disney risked his personal fortune and gambled the future of his studio to create Hollywood's first full-length animated feature film.
Stemming from the Grimm's fairy tales, this is where Snow White got its first debut into the world. Rachel Zegler might think it's weird, but something that's a classic story, coming from a Grimm fairy tale, you're going to have things that need to adapt over time. This adaptation is a bastardization of what the original tale was, what Disney himself sunk his actual fortune into, taking a gamble and a risk inside of a film industry, where a man at this time within the 30s was barely hanging on and shooting for a dream to create the first full-length feature film as a cartoon. That is what makes Walt Disney's Snow White special, and that's how it captivated the world.
I actually started to plan the picture about 1935, and I fooled around with it, trying to get a hold of a story and things for a couple of years, and finally it began to gel. Then I went to work on it, and I finished it the fall of 1938. I didn't know what I had or what would happen or anything. We had the family fortune, we had everything wrapped up in Snow White. In fact, the banker, I think, was losing more sleep than I was.
Not anymore, Walt, because now with this disaster, Rachel Zegler just demolishing the Disney name and the Snow White name, this is why fans are upset. It needs to change, and people need to truly understand that this is an icon of movie magic for the future.
It was the turning point in his career and is today considered one of the most important films in cinema history.